Hamlet is a play about a young man who thinks too much. This thinking is why he hurts himself and everyone around him. In short, Paijan, the story of Hamlet shows us that a brilliant mind full of deep thoughts can stop action when it's most needed. It is a powerful lesson. The heavy feelings of love, the complicated ties of family, the corrupting thirst for power can make a person utterly confused and lost. The play is a mirror. Our moments of uncertainty, our family dramas, our struggles between what we feel in our hearts and what our minds tell us to do. This incredible play was written by the one and only William Shakespeare, somewhere around the year 1600. The whole story takes place in the cold, dark castles of Denmark. We are introduced to a young prince named Hamlet, who is suffering a great loss, the recent death of his father, the king. Making matters much worse, his own uncle, a man named Claudius, has very quickly taken the throne. If that was not enough of a shock, Claudius has also married Hamlet's mother, Queen Gertrude. You can just imagine how this would make a sensitive young man like Hamlet feel so sad, so angry, and so completely alone in his own home. Everything changes, however, when a mysterious ghost appears on the castle walls at night. The guards are terrified. Horatio tells Hamlet about it. Hamlet decides he must see it for himself. When he finally confronts the spooky figure, the ghost reveals a terrible secret. It claims to be the spirit of Hamlet's dead father and says he did not die of natural causes. The ghost says that he was murdered, poisoned in his sleep by his own brother, Claudius. The ghost then gives Hamlet a very heavy and dangerous task. He must take revenge for this most foul and unnatural murder. This command sets the entire tragic story in motion. This is where the real drama begins, not with swords and battles, but inside Hamlet's own mind. He is now burdened with a terrible truth and an even more terrible duty. Should he believe a ghost? Is it truly his father, or could it be some evil spirit sent to trick him into committing a sin? This is the central conflict. Hamlet is not a simple action hero who just picks up a sword and goes for revenge. He is a scholar, a thinker, a man who questions everything. This command from the ghost pushes him into a state of deep turmoil, forcing him to decide between immediate, passionate action and the slower, more careful path of finding absolute proof before doing something that can never be undone. That really gets the story moving. Let us talk about Hamlet himself. The prince. He is not your simple, straightforward hero, not at all. He is incredibly smart, very well spoken, full of deep philosophical questions about life and death. He famously asks, to be or not to be? He constantly questions action versus silence. These big, heavy questions slow him down tremendously. Everyone around him, especially the ghost, expects decisive action, but he cannot bring himself to do it. This delay causes pain for him and others. Now let us look at the villain, Claudius. He is a very clever, smooth-talking man. His main goal is power, and he is willing to do terrible things to get it and to keep it. He murders his own brother, the king, to steal the crown and marry the queen. His strength lies in pretending and deceiving. He puts on a public show of being a sad brother, a loving new father to Hamlet, all while hiding guilt. As Hamlet's suspicion grows, Claudius does not confess. He hides his crime and plots to get rid of Hamlet. Their battle is a duel of minds. Then there is Gertrude. She marries Claudius so quickly after her husband's death, which feels like a deep betrayal to Hamlet. He shouts, "Frailty, thy name is woman." But Gertrude is more complicated, likely unaware of the murder, loving both son and new husband. Shakespeare makes her human. Not purely good or evil, seeking stability, yet making choices with disastrous consequences. Finally, Ophelia, gentle, in love with Hamlet, and he with her, but her world is controlled by her father and brother. She obeys, breaks with Hamlet, is treated cruelly, and after Polonius is killed, descends into madness and drowns. It's really heartbreaking. The theme of revenge drives the story. From the moment the ghost appears and says, "Revenge his foul and most unnatural murder," Hamlet is given a clear but difficult mission. In those days, avenging a murdered kin was sacred honor. The audience expected swift action, but the play asks, is revenge truly right? Is it justice, or just another murder that fuels a cycle of violence? He is a Christian prince and a Wittenberg student. Education taught him to think critically, not act on pure emotion. This breeds doubt. Hamlet is the king of doubt. He doubts the ghost, others, and most of all himself. He questions courage, sanity, and capacity to act. He calls himself a coward, gets angry at inaction, yet still cannot move. This causes paralysis. He thinks so much he cannot act. He plans, performs long speeches, sets elaborate tests, but delays killing Claudius again and again. His brilliant mind becomes his weakness, trapped in loops of planning and second-guessing. Thought without action can be as destructive as action without thought. When he finally snaps, he kills Polonius rashly, triggering tragedy, Ophelia's madness and death, and Laertes' revenge. Section 4. 3 scenes that tell the story. First, the ghost scene on the battlements. This is where it all begins. Imagine the cold, dark night, the nervous guards, the sudden terrifying figure. Alone, the ghost charges Hamlet to remember and avenge. This spark lights the fire and immediately plants doubt. His first instinct is to question, not strike. Clear command versus a mind that craves certainty. Second, the play within the play. He needs proof, so he scripts the murder into a performance. He watches Claudius's face. As he tells Horatio, the play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king. It works. The ghost told the truth. Art and intelligence expose hidden guilt. Third, the graveyard. A singing gravedigger tosses a skull, Yorick's. Holding it, Hamlet faces death's reality. Kings and jesters alike end as dust. He shifts, less fear, more acceptance, preparing him for the bloody conclusion. These scenes give motivation, confirmation, and philosophical acceptance, the signposts of his dark road. That's the core of it. Section 5. The power of words and the actor's craft. The language in Hamlet is one of its greatest powers. Shakespeare mixes short, punchy lines and long, thoughtful soliloquies. For example, to be or not to be, that is the question. Life, death, suffering, plain words, heavy truths. Frailty, thy name is woman. Harsh, revealing Hamlet's state of mind. Delivery changes meaning, shout or whisper. Small looks and pauses reveal suspicion, love, or pleas for help. Minimalist staging focuses emotion. For ghost scenes, cold blue and fog, slow movement, hollow voice. In contrast, bright, loud theatre for the inner play so Claudius's private shock stands out. Simple set, a throne, a bed, a gravestone. A little sad music helps, but silence can be strongest. Keep us connected to the human story. And that connection is everything. Section 6. Guilt, justice, and the moral maze. Claudius looks strong outside, but inside he's eaten by guilt. He tries to pray, saying, "Oh, my offense is rank, it smells to heaven." He won't give up crown or queen. His prayer is empty. Guilt without repentance is a prison. Hamlet finds him vulnerable yet stops, fearing to send a praying Claudius to heaven. He waits for a sinful moment to damn his soul. Careful thinking turns chilling. The play questions if revenge can be just. Hamlet becomes judge, jury, and executioner. In correcting one wrong, he causes deaths: Polonius, Laertes, Ophelia, his mother, and himself. By the end, the court is destroyed. Claudius dies, but so does Hamlet. The final image is devastation. Section 7. Conclusion. In 2025, Hamlet is still for us because we know doubt and grief, and our families fight too. Hamlet shows a brilliant mind that overflows and freezes. Talking and thinking matter, but without decisive steps, harm follows. Power and deception are timeless. People in power can hide crimes and manipulate. Claudius keeps a calm exterior while being corrupt. Love twists with anger, grief, betrayal. The painful ties between Hamlet, Gertrude, and Ophelia show how bonds break under pressure, deeply human, not just courtly. The genius of Hamlet is the meeting point of thinking and feeling. A brave young man, yet tragically lost. He sees the lies yet cannot cut through them cleanly. Even kings and queens can be false, and their poison spreads ruin. The play asks the biggest questions: life, death, justice, sanity, often with simple, beautiful words that stay with us. After 400 years, the sad Prince of Denmark still speaks to our hearts. In short, Hamlet reveals the dangerous dance between our thoughts and our actions. A brilliant young person can be both a hero and the cause of his own tragedy. Royal courts can be full of poison and lies, and the biggest truths can live in the simplest phrases. That is its magic, and that is why Hamlet keeps teaching us. Its tragedy brings us a little more clarity,